What up, friends? Welcome back to a major championship edition of The Drive, PGA Championship, the Queen City, Charlotte, Quail Hollow. Us golf fans, we're very familiar with this track. We see it year in, year out on the PGA Tour. Could debate, if we like seeing that happen for majors. Personally, I don't, but it's a course that I don't think there's many questions about. I'm not too concerned about being able to narrow down a winning score. It poured all day, though, Andy. It is soaking wet, but just give us a layout. What sort of golfer are the people looking to bet this week? Because last time we were here, Justin Thomas victorious, but we saw your Kevin Kisner's, Francesco Molinari's type, profiles lingering on that leaderboard. That was about 7 years ago. We're back at Quail Hollow. Does that player profile have a chance this week?
Well, I would say, firstly, based on the agronomy, I think you want to be looking a lot more at the 2024 Wells Fargo than you do the 2017 PGA. Like the golf course agronomically is going to play a lot more similar to what we see every year in May at the Wells Fargo than what we saw in August in 2017 when the golf course wasn't overseeded and you got that pure Bermuda. The golf course plays dramatically differently when it's overseeded. And I mean, that's what you get when you see these golf courses in May, Geoff. It just, the Bermuda hasn't grown in fully yet. It's still dormant. And so you get that rye rough, which creates a very consistent smoothness throughout the golf course, both in the driving areas and the rough surrounding the fairways, as well as the putting surfaces where it takes a lot out of the grain. It's going to be pretty easy for PGA. I mean, this is this is more like a signature event than a major. It's going to play more like a signature event than a major. Maybe it's probably a little bit easier than Valhalla last year, but I mean, it's just a
Easier
15
than like
under.
lower scoring you expect than Valhalla?
Oh, no, a little harder than Valhalla, but I mean, it's just so wet. I mean, it's not gonna. You saw what the first round was like at Philly Cricket, what happens to these golf courses when they get drenched, and it'll dry out as the week goes on, and the rough will be lush, and we'll see certainly a bigger missed fairway penalty as the week gets going, and maybe some of that Bermuda starts to pop up. But it's 15 under PGA Tour driver putter event. Not a major in my book, Geoff.
Yeah. I mean, we've got all these great players playing at, almost to their, playing fantastic golf right now. I like when there's just so much unknown about a major course.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
You don't
or
get
it's
that this week, and
or it's
that's
like a place, that we're familiar with, but we only get to like see it on our TV screens once every 8 years, once every 12 years. For how excited I am for this week with how these top players are playing coming into it, it does not feel right playing a major championship at a course like this. I mean, I know Dean Burmeister made the joke, but he's not wrong. Like we've been playing this course on video games since we were like all 7 years old. I don't
right.
remember an edition of any golf game that didn't include Quail Hollow, even when games only had 3 or 4 courses. So no real secrets, and yeah, you're calling for a winning score that's going to reflect pretty much what Rory McIlroy, a little less, maybe a bit harder. The PGA of America, though, Andy, outside of last year, which was an outlier, this modern PGA of America has done a fantastic job with these winning scores. Like
Yeah.
the events that they have put
Outside
on,
of Valhalla.
yeah, yeah, outside of last year, the last 4 or 5, 4 of the last 5 or so have just been outstanding and some of the best weeks of the entire year. Hopefully, we can still get that. If we can't get it, hopefully the leaderboard will still just deliver drama. I guess
Yeah.
that could be the
Well,
case, and maybe more importantly, hopefully we got guys in the running, so we can hit some winners. The odds board. Let's get into it. I don't remember ever having two guys this low on an odds board.
I
It,
don't remember having this much consensus about uh, what's going to happen in this golf tournament. I've never seen anything like the Bryson stuff. I don't know why we're playing the tournament. I mean, it's just like it is just my dentist, my plumber, people stopping me on the streets in Santa Monica. I mean, I've never seen so I think everyone just decided this is how the golf course is going to play. It's all about distance. And Bryson is one of the three best players in the world, but has the best number. So let's all just choose Bryson. And I mean, it just seems like that's what it is this week. It just seems like it's Bryson for everybody, distance fast.
I mean, it is crazy. The number now, looking at the odd checker grid, high water mark plus 950.
That's
Plus 950.
insane.
Full disclosure, 18 to 1 future. Made it a few
Yeah,
days after the
good bet.
Masters. Um, Bryson DeChambeau at Augusta sort of proved that he's venue proof at this
Yeah,
point in major
by the way,
championships.
Jeff, you having an 18 to
Yeah,
1
no,
future is very different than the people
yeah,
steam chasing him at 10 to 1 right now.
I mean, but it is crazy. And I'll pick up on what you said, Andy. I've never seen a player this popular in a major
Yeah,
championship before. Ever. Maybe not
ever.
even a regular event, a swing season event that happens during football season. I have never seen it before. So that do I like that everyone seems to be on it, whether I respect them or don't respect them? No. But I've got 18 to 1. I don't know what to say about these plus 950s right now. Um, I do believe though it is a correct like three-man tier. Bryson has gone to the final group in all these live events, finally brought it the last one in Korea at these courses that are all just so different from one another. From Doral to Augusta to a resort course in Mexico, finally picking one off in South Korea. He's shown his prowess for major championship golf. I mean, pick to win. It's Bryson, and it seems like the
Yeah.
world agrees, and that's never a good place to be.
Yeah. Well, I would say this. I mean, I think that I've never seen anything like it on Twitter either. And I run a 700-person Discord, and I think I probably put close to 99% of the members being on Bryson. I could run a poll because I'm actually curious about it. But we're still in a betting bubble. I still think that a lot of casual folks that don't bet. I mean, you got to think about it this way, right? Is the reason why everybody in our community is on Bryson is because most people seem to agree that Rory, Bryson, and Scotty have separated themselves as the three best players in the world, and they're all really good course fits. And Bryson is the best number of those. So if you're betting the PGA Tour week in and week out, you understand the difference between a 10 to 1 bet and a 5 to 1 bet. In fact, if you have a 10 to 1 bet, you could probably even add room for another long shot on your card. I think a lot of casual bettors don't really care as much about the difference between 5 to 1 and 10 to 1. And I'm sure there's going to be some Scotty and Rory love amongst casual bettors. But in our community, everyone has just decided that it's going to be Bryson. And I don't have like from a golf course perspective, from a course fit perspective, I don't really have a strong disagreement to that other than is it really that easy? Perhaps we will see.
We will see. It would be one the biggest community win in golf
Yeah.
Twitter ever. Certainly for a major championship, but I don't even know by a definitive gap. I have never seen
Yeah.
anything like what I've seen on the consensus around Bryson being the pick this week. We move back though, Andy. Let's go into the next tier. I'm gonna
By the
say,
way, by the way, I'm
yeah.
betting Scotty.
Oh, sorry, that's
Yeah.
I apologize.
And
Whoop, beep, 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 beep. We backing up the truck.
it's just like I can't do I need to zag. Like the whatever is broken inside of me as a child needs to be different and zag. I can't root for Bryson this week.
Yeah, so
I think I think Scotty's the man that can do it. And I don't see anybody else beating one of these three players over the course of 72 holes. I think they're a cut above everybody right now.
they clearly are a cut above. The odds show it. Golf fan consensus is in a total agreement. The question is who deserves to be the fourth man up here, though.
Mm.
And there's four of them, and they're five of them in the 20s. Rahm at 20, Xander 22, Justin Thomas at 22, Morikawa at 25, Ludwig at 28. I've not made a move on any of them. I've strongly considered Justin. I've strongly considered Xander. I'm looking at this drift on Ludwig. I don't want to trust Colin, but Justin might be I think Justin should have the shortest odds in this group. He's just been so consistent all year long. Would it be magic to win two majors at the same course? Is that like hard to picture for me? Yes. Am I going to get to Thomas in the end? I'm still wavering on it. I don't think so. But right now, this range, Andy, it's been a full pass for me.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm with you again. I mean, I'm Scotty single bullet, and I don't really have like a lot of FOMO. Like to be honest with you,
Okay, so just
it,
because it matters, give me like the Scotty, just
I
in the
would.
Scotty over Rory, conversation. Just give me a minute on that.
Well, I mean, this is the best that Scotty's putted in his career. I mean, Scotty, well, he just won a tournament by 10 strokes. He gained 13 strokes on approach. He's the best iron player in the world. He did it on a long iron intensive golf course. And that's what you have at Quail Hollow. I mean, I think you think about what has tripped up Scotty in the past, and it's like some form of adversity where he can't control the outcome, right? Pinehurst maybe, or an Open Championship. Quail Hollow is just a signature event golf course, and there has never been a more dominant player in the last since Tiger Woods on PGA Tour golf courses that are overseeded where you can control the outcome. I mean, Quail Hollow is like the golf course that because the counter to Scotty is like he's never seen the golf course before, and it's like, well, he has because he plays this golf course on the PGA Tour every single week. It is, in my opinion, I think it's got to be one of the big three. And I still think that Scotty can go out there and probably win this tournament in more ways than any other player in the field based on his approach play. I mean, that's what he's better at than Rory and Bryson is his iron play. Um, yeah, I mean, I think he's going to win. All these guys have two majors, Jeff. Like Bryson has two majors, Scotty has two majors, Xander has two majors, Justin Thomas has two majors. So who's going to be the
John
guy that
Rahm,
gets that? John Rahm has two majors,
Morikawa,
Morikawa has two majors. All these guys
who's
that are
breaking out.
between,
Yeah.
yeah, that are between 27 and 35 years old are at two majors. Who's the best of that era? It's Scotty. I think Scotty probably gets to three first.
Of course. And at some point, if it's not this week, time for Scotty to win a major, not a green jacket. That isn't a green jacket. I'm scared about all of them, Andy, but I came into the week with three futures. And I told you about Bryson at 18-1. And my other one, Andy, he seems to be in a tier amongst himself. I don't know that I've seen anyone else tout this player this week. And that's great. Like, I haven't seen a single person tout a player who is 33-1. Someone has to have been betting him. I did. Joaquin Niemann.
Oh boy,
Never finished in a
skipping a
top
step.
15 or 20 in a major. Throw it out. Throw it out. It's over this week.
The Wyndham Clark.
He
Yeah.
will mix. He will mix. This course is perfect for him. I am a sucker for talent. And these eyeballs, it is undeniable. They can't process it any other way. It is top shelf talent. I will fall for it again. I have it 40-1. It's 35 now. I expect it to drift because I don't think anyone's there. This is a picture perfect course for him. He will win a Wanamaker, if not this year, in the next couple. They are venues that are right up his alley. He is the total package player. That's a Justin Herbert sign helmet. They might be the same guy, but I love them both. I'm in on Yako 40-1. Another guy I'm in on, Andy. Don't love it that it's raining, but I'm on Terrell Hatton.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I got him at 55-1. Bryson, Yako, Hatton, I'm sorry. Is it Live Charlotte? Because that's
Yeah.
what my betting card is.
Yeah.
I hate Live. I've been clear about that. But I am in this Live bot zone this week.
Yeah.
Hatton, I think he's going to plot his way around this course lovely. I don't love the rain, but I do believe that his game does set up for major championship golf. This week might be a little easier scoring than I had projected maybe when I made the
Yeah.
bet a few months ago, but it's in.
No, I love
It's on
Hatton.
the accounts. If he's not going to win this week, I still believe there is money to be made in Terrell Hatton in other markets, placings, head to head, DFS, you name it. Those are the bets that I've made. and I don't know how I'm going to escape the week, Andy. These are too many bets when the winner's at the top. But I'm seeing Victor Hovland 55 to 1. I
Oh
don't
man,
know if he
it's a
trusts
big
himself.
number.
I don't know if he trusts himself. So it's great. He still can't believe he won a tournament a month ago, pretty much.
Yeah,
He's still shocked he won it. That's not an ideal thing to bet a guy, but this golf course is perfect for Victor Hovland.
yeah,
It's like if
yeah,
you ain't first, you're last. I ain't betting top five. If he could miss the cut, and I'd have to accept that. But my logic on betting Victor this week, it's the same, minus the five majors that people will use to like bet Brooks. I at almost the same number, right? It's just a talent play. The ceiling,
sure.
I want to trust it. If he has it, he will mix. If he doesn't, he's dead last. I make losing bets all the time responsibly. So those are the bets that I have made this week. But we can't leave, Andy. I know you're in, you're single bullet, it's 5 to 1. So maybe you could turn it into a DFS thing. But, triple digits, who's going to be like the Mito Pereira this year?
Mm,
If you had to bet 100 to 1 guy to mix in this thing deep this week,
mm.
who are you circling for your DraftKings lineups? Maybe you might even do a little 100 to 1 sprinkle to supplement Scotty, as crazy as that
Yeah,
sounds.
probably. I mean, whatever like bomber putters you can get on the cheap, like Stefan Jaeger, Thomas Dietrich. Um, I don't mind
Pendrith?
now. Pendrith, sure. I like Benny on. He played well here last year. He's got that booming high draw that I love off the tee. I mean, it's all that
Your boy
same
Davis Thompson?
profile. Not as much DT. DT's worrying me right now a little
I
bit.
could add to the live bot and say Dean Burmeister
Sure, sure. Yeah,
and
sure.
maybe a
So,
little higher end version, Minwoo Lee at
yeah,
100 to 1 and a
yeah,
little further back, who has an ability to spike. Driver putter would be Sam Burns.
yeah,
Would be a guy that I'm looking at. But I agree. If I'm gonna sort of like Mito, if I'm going to mess in this range, it is like a huge ceiling bomber that I'm
yeah,
going to try to hit a grenade with. I'm not
yeah.
mixing with any other player profile if I'm going north of 100.
No disagreements with me, Jeff. Let's have an awesome week in Charlotte.
Yeah, can't wait. PGA Championship this week. Get all those odds over at Odds Checker. Use that grid when you're making the bet because winning's hard enough. Let's make sure we get the best number when we do. And not all odds are created equal. If you are not comparing, you could be leaving money on the table. Odds Checker is your one-stop shop for odds comparison for data-driven analysis across every sport. They do the research so you can bet smarter and win bigger. Visit oddschecker.com today and get in on it. Hopefully, everybody can have a great PGA Championship. Got my kid's birthday this weekend. It's not ideal. I'll be dodging it, but all the best. May the winners be yours. Smash that like button. We'll see you next week because the grind doesn't stop for me and Andy. But enjoy the major championship this weekend. We are out.